Good morning, you guys. We are here in Kilimanjaro in the village of Imbokom, the village of Zora's ancestors, the village where my fiance's family is from. We are in the village at the family home. This is where his grandmother lives, and this is right on Kilimanjaro. And I'm just walking around the yard, and it's just like a really beautiful yard with lots of plants, lots of flowers, lots of little greenery and wildlife. That's Moshi Town way down there. That's where we basically entered the foothills of Kilimanjaro. They're cooking some bananas, ndizi, and some nyama ya ng'ombe. Tangawizi.
Afanana bidii yake. Natosha? Natosha.
And yes, you guys, they actually have goats at their house. How cute. Too bad they're going to be eaten. Sukuma wiki. This is another vegetable. Now this right here is called mbege. This is a traditional chaga liquor. It's made from banana and a grain called ulezi. I don't know exactly what the process is for making it, but it does take a few days, and the banana and ulezi ferment, and it is actually a pretty delicious drink, and it'll knock you clean on your behind if you drink a lot of it. And I think in this process they're taking out like the watery top layer of it, so they only want that strong. Cheers. And it doesn't taste bad at all. It's kind of sweet with like a bitter hint at the end. And here goes some chairs, you guys. We are setting up for a meeting. What's up, you guys? Peace and light to each and every one of y'all. So, I know you guys may be wondering, what is it like to plan a wedding, traveling sister? What is it like to plan a wedding in Tanzania? Is it different? Do y'all have different customs out there? And I will have to say 110% yes. So, as you can see in the video, we were planning a meeting, okay? And through Freddie's family, I've learned the culture, okay? His family has been a major part and obviously helping me to learn the culture because I'm marrying a Tanzanian man, born and raised, all right? So, as you can see in the video, we were in Kilimanjaro, okay? The town of Old Moshi, the village of Imbokom, which is actually on Kilimanjaro itself. It's right, let's say Kilimanjaro is like this, right? Because it's huge, right? And Imbokom is like way down here, but it's still up pretty high. It took like maybe 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes maybe to drive up to the actual village. So it's not exactly on the foot, but it's, you know, up a little further, and it's a little chilly up there. But yeah, we were up there planning the wedding. And so how it goes out here is really interesting, and I actually love this process compared to the Western process that we have in America. So when someone wants to get married out here, you know, obviously the first thing they do, let's say when Freddie and I when we first started dating, he brought me to his father's house and he introduced me as his friend. That's what people do out here. So the parents gather an idea like, okay, this is Freddie's, his friend. And they know, the parents in their mind, they know that the person is dating, you know? And as they come around more and more, the person is like, okay, yeah, this is my girlfriend and I want to do life with her. Basically, that's what they say out here. I want to make a life with her. And I'm thinking about marrying her. And that's eventually, you know, it's not like the next day, you know. But after that, you know, they start to plan the wedding process, basically. And the person, okay, like Freddie, how Freddie and I got engaged is completely different from the custom because I'm not from out here. So what would happen is, if the girl is from out here and her family is here, then they would actually, the male would go to her home and have a sit down with the mother and the father and ask for her hand in marriage. Not too different than, you know, what we would do in the States, right? But sorry, my brain, y'all, my brain. The groom, the soon-to-be groom, or the man, he would ask, you know, first he would bring the conga, like, you know, a gift. So a conga is, this is a conga, okay? A very wrinkled conga. But it's a conga nonetheless, all right? So it's tradition, it's Tanzanian tradition for the male who wants to engage the daughter to bring the mother of the household a conga and ask what the bride price is, okay? Now, there's a lot of controversy around the world about bride prices, right? And it's not in the sense like, oh, if I give you 50 cows, then I have to marry your daughter, like, and the daughter has no say so. But what a bride price is out here, right? You have to, it's put in place basically to show the family that you do have a means to provide for their daughter, right? And so, you know, there is no average bride price. I've heard bride prices coming from 2 million T shilling, which is about a little less than $1,000, up to 10 million, up to 20, 50 million T shilling, or, excuse me, bride price of 50 cows, all right? Which is not cheap, okay? If you have 50 cows, then you're probably rich, because each cow out here costs like maybe, a cheap cow, all right? A cow that doesn't even produce a lot of milk might cost like $600 US. You do the math, all right? That's a lot of money. So the bride price can range from, you know, whatever to whatever, and that's very standard. Every person who I've known who got married out here, every woman has had a bride price. And not to say that, oh, this is what my daughter's worth. My daughter's worth 50 cows. Like, no. The father is always going to make sure his daughter is going into the right hands, but it's tradition. You know what I'm saying? It's tradition. So the male agrees to pay the bride price. He will bring the bride price the day that he's going to engage her. And so they have this big party called a send-off, right? That's basically the engagement party, and that's when the male, they make a big ceremony out of it. Like, the male comes to the house with the bride price, right? Then engages the female. They cook, they dance, they sing. A lot of times they have big parties going down the street, whether they're just dancing down the street, or I've seen people hire actual like dollars in buses just to rent out, where they're on the bus dancing, turning up, you know what I'm saying, twerking, all of that. And it's a big party because a lot of times they'll be like, there will be a truck, and in the bed of the truck there will be a whole band. Somebody with the drums, somebody with the horns, somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, and they'll be playing down the street, like, and, you know, it'll be a line of cars because people are really celebrating, and that's to symbolize the sending off of the daughter to a new family, you know. And so I had to skip all that part because my family ain't here, right? So what we did, we just had a small engagement party with friends and family that were in the area. And, you know, I gave him a little speech, he gave his little speech, and, you know, we got engaged and stuff. It was very intimate and I really liked it. I liked it that way. So after all of that's said and done, what happens next? The family gathers together and starts to plan the wedding, basically. So what we did, Freddie, his family is originally from Kilimanjaro, but he also has a good amount of family in the Dar es Salaam region and a really good amount of family up here in Arusha. So we were down in Dar es Salaam for probably about a month, so we decided to go ahead and have one of the family meetings down there. So what happens is the elder of the family called everyone to his house. We had a big cookout, we had a lot of food, drinks, a lot of people there. I say probably 35 people showed up to the gathering, right? And at these gatherings, they basically discuss what we want to do at the wedding. You know, they discuss a budget. They discuss okay, you guys have X amount of dollars and you guys want this. Y'all want, it's traditional for the weddings out here. I don't know how all the other tribes do it, but Freddie's Achaga, right? So it's traditional for Achaga tribe people to have few things. Mbege, okay? Like you saw in the video, mbege. Mbuzi. Is it mbuzi or boozy? Mbuzi, I believe, which is a goat, a whole goat at the wedding. Beer, honey, okay? And just a few other things. So, you know, we discussed what we wanted. We discussed about how many people are going to be there. And so we started planning. We figured out a budget of what the wedding was going to cost. So the family gets together and they ask, okay, how much do you guys have? Oh, y'all only have this amount of money. So it's the family and friends' responsibility to raise the rest of the money for your wedding. Isn't that amazing? You know what I'm saying? Because in Western culture, like, it's tradition that the father of the bride, like my pops, it's tradition that he would pay for the wedding. And I mean, nowadays, like, I don't know anybody's daddy who has $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 just laying around for whenever his baby girl gets married. Do you? I don't. So that's another thing that I love and adore about the sense of community out here. Like, y'all want to get married, y'all want something lavish, we'll make it happen. You know, so they go around at these family meetings and they go one by one. Each person is sitting, you know, we're all sitting in a circle one by one. My name is blah, 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 blah. I am from the Kashimbo family, or even the friends. I am from the whatever family, and I'm going to donate 100,000 T shillings. I'm going to donate 50,000. I'm going to donate however much the person can afford to donate, right? And at each one of these groups, Tito, that's my dog, y'all. At each one of these group meetings, these family meetings, people raise X amount of dollars. And, you know, like I said, there's food, there's drinks, people socialize, people get to know one another if they're not, like, let's say some of Freddie's friends came who weren't actually part of the family, you know what I'm saying? So they get to meet each other. It's a big fellowship, you know? And so we had 3 of these meetings because Freddie has family in Dar es Salaam, in Arusha, and in Kilimanjaro. So we had 3 separate meetings, and the one in the video is the meeting in Kilimanjaro. So yeah, that's basically what the wedding process is, or the planning for the wedding. And yeah, that was the last meeting, and we are both happy that this process is almost over, so we can go ahead and get married and get on with our lives, all right? But yeah, that's basically it. That sums up the video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. You know, get a little taste of, you know, what wedding planning is like out here, and, you know, some traditional chaga drinks, all right? So Yeah. But anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That about sums it up for wedding planning and everything. And that's all I got. Y'all know what it is. I love y'all. Peace, peace.